almost in ruins, while most men just turn away. How long, oh Lord, will you be angry? How long, oh Lord, will you hide your face? Then the Lord awoke as if from a sleep, like a warrior overcome with wine. He drove back his adversaries, and he smote them on their parts behind. Good morning. Good morning. What a wonderful morning God has given unto us. Today, it's not easy. As tonight I was sleeping and memories was coming in my mind. And I was crying and I was mourning and I was asking God, why are you bringing me these memories which I have been trying to suppress them, fight against them, and at the same time using them? As I know that any trauma is unique. Everybody has a trauma. And everybody has a reason to say, I don't tell nobody. I'll keep it for myself. Because it's very, very few who listen to understand. And it's very few people who don't do competition with your story, with your experience. And it's also very few people who will try to be empathy. Most people just are listening to judge you. For example, many people judge me and I direct to my face. Some people, they told me, oh Liz, you are so foolish. You are unqualified, uneducated. You are too spiritually. And I remember there was a time someone came to me whom I trusted, a Christian, I opened my heart with, very painful, and I explained to him about the situation I'm going through. And can you believe, he told me that you are abusing God. Why are you not able to face your own problem every time you say God will help you, God is with you? Because me, I am really addicted with this God. Since I was young, that's what I know. I was born trusting God, seeing miracles happening. My parents, they were not there to tell us things are happening like this. We grew up patient, waiting, praying, and very busy. Once you are busy, something will happen. God will send an angels. Like I remember when there was a time we were very hungry in my village. We didn't have food. And we didn't go to school for the whole year, seated at home. As I said, me, I grew up in the bush. We didn't have neighbors. And I remember my father moved us from the place called Sabasaba to the place called Malagwa at night. We didn't know where we were going before. We were not introduced. And at the same time, when we landed there, in the morning, I was shocked. I was 11 years old. My sister was 12. My young brother was, I think he was 5. So in the morning we wake up, our house was only the roof. The side of the house was nothing. There was no compound. It was full of scissors everywhere. And there was not even a street to walk. I don't know how we drove with a car. I have no idea. And we moved only once with one truck. Very simple. We didn't have a lot of things to move out from. And why my father moved us at night, I didn't know until today. He died before I could ask them. But interesting part was that praise. It took me, I don't know how many years to locate where we came from. It's like the same story. The children of Israel took 40 years to go to Jerusalem. Today we know how long it takes. Even if you walk, does not take 40 years. Even when you flew or you drive. Me, from my village where we grew up, to the place where my father bought a land and moved us, is 10 minutes with a car. Walking, you can use maybe, let me say, a day. But me, it took years. Thinking that it's like we came from, maybe, I don't know, it's like it took me years to realize probably it was 10 hours drive. I didn't know even where we came from. I didn't even know. We didn't go back until, and that was his village where he grew up, my father. The way normally a son, you inherit in your father's land and you build a house. That's where we were born. The school was the wall. This place called Sabasaba. Can you imagine Sabasaba and Maragua? But it took me years to know the distance. I didn't know before. And I was so sad, angry, because we could just fence. Under the fence, we are in the school. But where we moved, it took me 2 hours to walk to school. Anyway, that was experienced. And I thank God for that, because it was a peaceful area, but was nobody to explain to us anything more. I'm here to talk about my marriage. I had a lot of issues, and why I am opening, my husband will talk for him one day, but I want to talk for my own. Many people got married just because of different reasons. Some escape, some are forced, some is a free will, it's many reasons everybody has and wish to get married, to have children, to have your own family, to be dependent, many reasons. But my own reason was I love family. I dreamt to be married, and I didn't want to have the marriage like the way I grew up. I wanted to create my own family the way God is talking to me in the Bible, because my mother used to tell us, never copy and paste in your own life. You are unique. So I wanted to know this special uniqueness. And my father used to tell us that family is a business. So if you have a children, that is your company to rule. So you need to be smart how to manage, to be a manager, to be director, to be many things, organization. I myself, I knew I am a family manager because that's what I was taught, and I was taught with my mother, how to manage the family, cooking, tidying up, doing this. At the same time, you can also go outside and work and earn some money. I learned all those things. But now here comes the time. I was 26 when I started my relationship to get married. And I want to talk in a short, I cannot explain everything because now I'm married for about, soon will be 20 years. It's my first marriage. I was never married before, but I had my son when I was 19 from my boyfriend. And I thank God because my husband took my son as his son and he took care for him. I thank God for that. Now, my husband is a Christian, is born again. We both of us, we were 1 year good friends, no relationship. I was so much attracted with his visions. And he was also attracted with my vision because we both didn't marry because of how we were attracted with each other. No, we didn't even match. Me, I even didn't love him. So it took me years to realize who he is as a person. But I was interested for what he can become. I was helping him as a friend, not as my husband. And I thought also the same. He didn't help me because I remember we split up afterward because we didn't fit together in a matter of as a couple. But in a business-wise, we were good together. He could help me a lot. He educated me. He's very smart academic. And he gave me a lot of confidence. He taught me a lot who I can be and to believe with myself and to walk in that kind of life. But now when it came a time I said to him, I don't think this friendship, it's making sense. Because the main reason we met was in a dating center as a couple. So, and then it came the time we got boring with each other. We didn't have much to talk. Now we needed exposure to know if this can be a relationship or whatever. So we separate because we didn't have some agreement. He left, I left, and nobody was guilty because we didn't have a sexual relationship. Our was only normal friends. He left, I left. The time came, he came back to me and told me, Liz, I'm so sorry. Please forgive me because he was used to be harsh to me for his expectations for a partner. And me, I used to tell him, I am so sorry, I cannot fit in that expectations. So I was always honest to him. I said, your wish of a woman, I don't have those qualifications. So we left each other. He came back and apologized, and we could now start a relationship grounded with what we were as a friends. Bible talk about if you need wisdom, ask. Bible is telling us, seek, you find. Knock, the door will be open. Today, when I want to make a conclusion, what was disturbing me, as I mentioned a little bit, it's a long story. Tonight, I was in disturbance because I was seeing the real movie when I said yes in the marriage. And the expectations which we all go through in the marriage and then find yourself, okay, is it exactly what I wanted? What I want to say is, in my marriage, my personality, I was under pressure. I felt I need to serve the feelings, and I did it. Many times, because my husband, he has his own background problems, I am somebody who came in the marriage knowing how to fight and to forgive. Him not, even though he was a Christian. What he experienced with his father, his grandfather, I didn't know that. He took it with. And then this kind of fear in the marriage explode when we have now children. This is when I started to see the true color. We have boys. So now these boys, I don't know what happened. We became now problem in the marriage. So it was difficult for me to express about the children, about family. He became now only him. Anytime I want to tell him about boys, me, it was all about, what about me? I did. So it became competition. And then I was always withdrawing, giving him a chance, thinking tomorrow I'll get a chance or later. It was never impossible. Weekends, when Monday to Friday was peaceful. Friday evening, I don't remember a weekend. I had a peaceful weekend. Was always, I'm tired, I cannot, even when we were invited, was not possible to go somewhere. It was all about, oh, I'm showing up. I'm pretending. I'm fake. Oh, I'm not. Why am I laughing to others people and not? It became about very pressure emotions. Good thing I was a prayerful woman. I used to pray asking God, why? What's going on? I read book. I studied. We went to church. We went to therapy. We did many things. Thank God, my husband was able to come and tell me, Liz has nothing to do with me. Because this hyper, just unexpected attack. I was many times like shocked what happened at night. The negative after negative. And I fight many battles, spiritual battles, where until it came physical battles, where it came now sicknesses, where it came many things came out of that. For sure, many times we lack wisdom. Even we can be Christians. There are many things you don't need even only prayers. You need knowledge. So I end up in knowledge. I was working. I never stay home. Somebody who loved to work. So I have been working in my life since I am 7 years, earning money to provide, fighting against poorness, helping, ideas. I love ideas. I love adventure. I love many things. My children, I taught them many different things, how I grew up. Now, living in this country in Switzerland alone, my children, and have few people to help me emotionally, physically, culture shock, many things, I became suffocated. God is always faithful. He always sends somebody to rescue you and to help you if you are a lady. Me, I'm somebody who loves to learn and to change and to apply. And I'm somebody who can maintain what has benefited me and also respect those people who helped me. So I want to say that was not easy marriage. We were separated. We went to the court. We fight physical battles. This year, by God's grace, we got reconciled and we did a very nice wedding in our church with my children, with the people and blessings we had it. It's not the end, that is the beginning. And I thank God for that. I am not somebody who loves to destroy, punish others. So my question was, somebody asked me, Liz, why you reconcile the marriage? Whereby you knew already what you went through and you knew already it can be not getting better. And I answered to this question, I say to my people, listen to me. The marriage is not mine. It belongs to God. He is the one that started and he knew why. And he gave me this marriage with a purpose. My husband come from village. I come from a village. I came to his country. We have children together. There is a reason of everything. And God knew that what I can make in this marriage. And I am not perfect. Nobody is perfect. We were all made to build what we want. He built me, I built him. We have to make each other to work, to function. But what is lacking in my marriage most of the time is listening to understand. And what is lacking, empathy. I was a person who empathy a lot, sympathy a lot, feeling sorry, running for other, serving other. I gave too much. Until the time came, I said, God, please, now help me because I don't have anything anymore to give. And that is when now my marriage crashed because I didn't change, but I stopped. The time I stopped, even the people told me, now you destroy your marriage because himself, he could not expect that I could stop to feed all those things which were sucking and nothing was coming back to me. I was serving and nothing was coming back and I didn't have nowhere to go to get the source. So I had always maybe go to Kenya to my mother. I had to go to my friend. I was working. I was suffocated. I didn't have no energy. Physical body gets sick. because of looking for the source for a help so that I can able to maintain peace in my marriage. The day I stopped is the day now my marriage went down and we could not able to save anymore. God is so faithful. Even although I stopped, it didn't take a day for him to realize Liz has changed, stopped, rebellion, or wherever. I could not able to tell him because I said I kept quiet and only my character will speak more than words. Because you can explain yourself, you can talk. I was getting tired and exhausted. My children try to help me and I find out it does not work. Unless now I keep quiet and now I just play the game of looking with the eyes and watching in the eyes and I maintain the word stop. I maintained that one and it was not easy because the more I give, the more I give, the more I give, it was never enough. So the day I stopped, the time was not easy for me and I experienced physical violence. I experienced abuse, I experienced a lot. But God is so faithful, spared me, gave me people to help me. And I'm here to tell you this. This is a story which I can express in detail. It's very deep. Spiritual battles are real. They are real. No human being is bad. And also we have to know that the men go through difficulties if they don't know who is their father. Men are the teacher, are the head, are the protector, are the director for the wife and for the children. If the man does not know his God as his source, me as a wife, I am depending to him and to God. But in the physically, I need his help, his physical help, helping me with the kids, family, house, repairing many things. And if he don't know who he is in God's eyes, the reason why he married this woman from a foreigner country, woman with this character, woman like this, it can be very difficult to manage the marriage. I was a man in the marriage, and I was a father in the marriage. I took all responsibility, and the things I didn't do it in a negative to destroy him. I did it to teach him that how love I have for him, the value and respect. My children didn't know that I was using his power, and I made him to have the name. In the same situation, I decided to suffer. I sacrifice because I knew who God is. And today, I'm so thankful to tell you this. Whatever I did, it has come back to me. It may look foolish to many people. It may look anything, but wisdom, which God has granted me, because my mother didn't have an easy marriage. My father was a dictator. My grandfather was a dictator. And then came my husband. He told me the same. His grandfather was a dictator. His own father and my husband is a first son child. His father is like he was afraid. So there are many things they can fail if you don't know the history. And you start to attack each other. But if you know God, you are able to fight the battle wisely and maintain the same level as you grow, as you develop, as you wait that God will change. Because me, I have children and I didn't want my kids, my husband family, no divorces. My family, no divorces. Why I introduced divorce in my own house, in my own family? We didn't have lack money. We have source of money. We have food. I didn't have enough food. He didn't have enough love or wherever. Whatever I lacked in my family, when I was growing, I didn't have enough education. And now I got all what I didn't have it. And now why I destroy for my children future because of I feel I was not enough. No, I decided I will be patient to see why God made me to keep this marriage. Please, you are there. Ask for a help if you need a help. It's always beautiful. I am here to tell you this. You are not alone. Where there is a will, there is a way. Trust God if you are a Christian. It doesn't matter whether your husband is a strong Christian and you are the only one who is remaining. What connected you together, it is possible. Revelation 3:2-1. What's remaining to die, God is able to bring back to life. Trust God. What I went through in the marriage, feelings, serving someone else's feelings, who is more ahead of me, older than me. I did all those many years, more than 15 years almost to die, suffocated, and with 3 boys was not easy. And we are still together because of grace of God, not because of my power, not because I know better, not because I'm perfect. No, it's because of grace of God. I am still here to tell you this. You can do it. Don't give up. God loves you, and may God keep you safe. Please read Revelation 3 and read, please, Ecclesiastes 3. You find everything has season. God bless you and see you soon. Bye-bye. See you soon.